up, boxing world? It's your boy, Boxing LJ, aka Left Hook Les, and I am here to talk about this weekend's heavyweight matchup. Yes, my cousin, mi primo, not really, but my cousin, Andy Ruiz Jr. takes on Chris Arreola, and it is on pay-per-view. Man, I am excited about this one. Two Mexican heavyweights, both of them come from a great pedigree. They have respectable records. Man, this is going to be one for the ages. And it's the Saturday before Cinco De Mayo. Man, this was just brilliant planning by the folks over there at Premier Boxing Champions to have two Mexican heavyweights fight on pay-per-view the Saturday prior to Cinco de Mayo. Let's just give a hand to Al Heyman and all the folks at PBC. And boy, oh boy, is this going to be a boxing match that you do not want to miss. Man, we have Andy, the Destroyer, Ruiz Jr., my cousin. Not really. He only has 2 losses on his record. And you probably most know him for shocking the world and defeating Anthony Joshua to become the first, that's right, the first Mexican heavyweight in boxing history. That's huge, folks. That is huge. So you guys probably know him from that upset. However, I've been following Andy Ruiz for some time now. Of course, I mean, he's a heavyweight, you know, we both in the same weight class. We both have the same last name. We're both juniors. So I've been following him for a long time. He has fast hands, and his hands are deceptively fast for his size. As quickly as he rose to fame after defeating Anthony Joshua, he slid off of that. He became infamous after losing to Anthony Joshua in despicable fashion in their rematch. So that was his second loss. But his first loss was against previous title holder Joseph Parker. And I honestly believe he won that fight. It was close. It came to the judges. It was close. But I personally believe that Andy Ruiz won that fight. So he has a good pedigree. He has fought some very good opponents. And, you know, he's been up and down. However, I believe a major factor in this fight is going to be Andy Ruiz Jr.'s weight. We all know that he came into the Anthony Joshua rematch 280 plus pounds. But current day, he's at about 250, 255, and he looks good. He looks better than he did the first fight against Joshua, in which he shocked the world. And on top of that, he has a new trainer in Eddie Chepo Reynoso, trainer of King Ryan Garcia. And also, he's most known for being the trainer of pound for pound King Canelo Alvarez. So we know he comes from a good background. We know he is getting some good training. We know he is getting some great advice from Canelo. And we also know that he's going to come to fight. The weekend before Cinco de Mayo, pay-per-view against another Mexican warrior. It's about to be fireworks, folks. It is about to be fireworks, which brings me to Chris Arreola. Chris Arreola, he has a respectable record as well. He only has 6 losses and over 30 wins. I want to say 32 wins. He's fought the likes of Adam Kaunaki. He's fought Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder. He's fought some good names, and he's lost some and he's won some, but you can never doubt that he comes to fight. You can never doubt that he comes to fight. I hate saying traditionally Mexican or traditionally black style, but he fights like traditionally aggressive, which most Mexicans are. There have been Mexicans who have been boxer punchers and slick fighters, but most Mexican fighters, we know them as come forward warriors. And Chris Arreola, he fits that bill. So this is going to be fireworks, fireworks, fireworks. And I can't wait, man. Premier Boxing Champions has promoted this fight well. I see them all on the Fox networks. I see them all on YouTube. They do Mount Rushmores. Both Andy Ruiz and Chris Arreola did their Mount Rushmore of top current heavyweights, and they also did a Mount Rushmore of Mexican boxers. And in addition to that, they have Fight Camp that Premier Boxing Champions has been putting on Fox, and it's on their YouTube. So they have just been promoting this fight very, very, very well. And I just have a feeling that they're going to make an announcement this weekend with Deontay Wilder dropping that training video with Mark Price. Man, whew. I know this is about Andy Ruiz Jr. and Chris Arreola, but boy, Deontay Wilder looked good in that video. I'm going to drop it here.
Shake, jab, here you go. That's it. One, shake, that's it. One, shake, that's it. Step two. Step three. That's it. Again. Jab to the bottom. That's it. Hold that again. That's it. That's it.
But back on subject. Premier Boxing Champions, they have promoted this fight very well. I'm interested in seeing how the pay-per-view numbers are going to go. I personally am going to support. I prefer fights to not be on pay-per-view, but I understand the reasoning behind it. You got to pay both fighters what they think they're worth. And I'm pretty sure they're going to have a great undercard because Premier Boxing Champions has a lot of champions. So I'm sure they have to, make sure that they get their money, that the fighters get their money, that the venue gets their money. So I understand it. I just don't personally like it. However, I am going to support. So now for the prediction, the official left hook less prediction. I got Andy Ruiz, y'all. I am picking my cousin, mi primo. Not really. Andy the Destroyer Ruiz Jr. I am picking him by a unanimous decision. And I could see him knocking Chris Arreola out, but it's going to take a flurry of punches because he doesn't necessarily have that one-punch power like, say, a Deontay Wilder does. However, he has deceptively quick hands, and if he lands the right shots on you, as we seen in the first Joshua fight, he can knock down the behemoth. However, I don't think that is likely. I think him and Chepo, they want to put in the rounds because this is their first fight together as trainer and boxer. So I think they want to put in the rounds. I think they want to work on some things that they've been working on. And I personally think Chris Arreola is gonna try to make it a fight. I think he's gonna try to make it close. But I think that if Andy Ruiz is on his A game, which I believe he is because of his weight, because of his dedication, because of who he's training with, because of who he has in the training camp, I believe we're going to see a prime Andy Ruiz. So I am choosing my cousin, mi primo, not really, but I am choosing him to win this fight on Saturday, May 1st. Chris Arreola, I think he will put up a good showing of himself. I just don't think he is on the level of an Andy Ruiz. That's my prediction. Tell me what you guys think. Are you guys watching this fight this weekend? Who do you think Deontay Wilder is going to fight next? Do you think it's going to be Fury, or do you think they're going to try to push Fury and Anthony Joshua? Do you think it's going to be announced this weekend? Let me know in the comments section below. That's all that I have. It's your boy, Boxing LJ, aka Left Hook Less, and I'm out. Hey, what's up, y'all? I wanted to tell you all about my first brand deal. It is Abaft Clothing. See, Abaft Clothing is a premium apparel brand, and their apparel is comfortable enough to work in, tough enough to play in, and stylish enough to look good either way. Visit their website, abaftclothing.com, and use my code LES20 and receive 20% off of your order. A portion of your order does help me financially, so I appreciate your support. Let's get it.